Hello everybody, and once again welcome back to the video. In this video we are gonna learn about Apache Hudi Transformer with the fun and an easy way with a small hands-on lab. So let's get started with the video, followed by first a theory part and then a hands-on lab. Alright, what is Apache Hudi Transformer? Apache Hudi Transformer is a library that provides data transformation capabilities for Apache Hudi. It provides a set of functions that can be used to transform data within Hudi tables. These transformations can be performed either during the ingestion or during update operation. Some of the transformation that can be performed include filtering, mapping, and aggregation. The library is designed to work with Hudi's Delta Streamer, which is a component that allows for incremental data processing on a large dataset. When used in conjunction with Hudi Transformer, the Delta Streamer can apply transformation to the data as it's being ingested, allowing for faster and more efficient data processing. So again, it allows you a way to do transformation on your data. For this exercise, here is what we're gonna do. I have a Google Drive link where you can download sample Parquet files. We're gonna upload these Parquet files on S3 and essentially start the Delta Streamer on EMR serverless. The goal is we have a column called replication timestamp in our dataset. We wanna use Apache Hudi Transformer to extract a year, a month, and a day. We wanna extract and we wanna add that as a separate column and create partitions based on that. So we'll learn how to do all of that in action. So let's get started with the hands-on lab. All right, so let's do a hands-on, right? So as I was mentioning, you are given a Google Drive link. You wanna basically download these Parquet files on your computer. So I'll essentially do that and just wanna show you quickly. So click on download and the file has been downloaded. If I go and if I try to open, it's a simple Parquet file from one of my past projects which I'll use to teach you. So if you observe, we have a column called replication timestamp, invoice ID, category, and some columns, right? So what I want to do is basically, I want to extract from the timestamp column, I want to extract the year, a month, and a day using a SQL transformer while I'm ingesting this data using the Delta Streamer. And then I want to partition my data like using that particular year, month, and day. So let's see how that is done, right? So back to my screen. So the first step is you download these files. Come to S3, upload these files in a folder called raw, and here you can see I have already done that, as you can see on my screen. Now let's take a look at the code. Code is very easy. Here from line number 1 to line number 14, I'm defining the imports, I'm declaring global variables. Here I'm creating a client object so that I can submit jobs to EMR serverless. Here I have a Lambda function which will submit the jobs. Here the database name is HudiDB, the table name is invoice, the operation will be upsert, the table type is copy on write, record key is a unique identifier in my data which is invoice ID, precom key is essentially used for deduplication. Now this is where you gotta learn. Partition field, year, month, day. So if you downloaded that Parquet file, inside that file there is no column called year, month, and day. We are gonna extract that using the SQL transformer in Hudi. So basically, so again, I want to partition my data lake with year, month, day. That's what I want to get to, right? Then again, this is the path where my transactional data lake will be. This is the path where my data is. So I'm going to read from this data. And again, I have essentially, formatted the query so you can read. So select star, comma, extract. So we are extracting the year from a column called replication DMS timestamp. In the data, there is a column, right? So I'm extracting the year, I'm extracting the month, I'm extracting the day from SRCA. Again, this syntax is given on Hudi's website. So essentially, I'm using a simple query to show you how I'm extracting the data during the ingestion, right? So I'm essentially doing that. I'm going to remove this. Okay, this is the application ID where I'm going to submit my EMR job, right? So I'm submitting on an EMR serverless, right? Again, rest everything else could be default, and the way I pass in here, if you observe, I'm specifying the transformer class, and then I'm saying or.apachehudi.utilities.transform SQL query based transformer. Again, there is a flattening transformer as well. I recommend you go to the website and read more. So again, now here I'm passing in the query. So let's see this in action. Okay, all that is great. Again, I'll provide all this code and resources to you. So now I'll essentially open up my EMR console, head over to the serverless, and quickly go to the serverless tab. and I'm gonna submit a job in a second or two. All right, so now I will run the Python code. So submit the job. Again, the job has been submitted. Now I'm gonna come back to my dashboard and I'm gonna refresh. It's in the starting state, and here you can see the job is now in the pending state. Again, this is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna resume the video once the job is in the running or has successfully completed. Again, if you observe on S3, I do not have any Hudi folders. Once the job is in the running state, this one right here, once it's in the running state, I do expect to see those column in my data set, that is year, month, day, and my data lake would be essentially partitioned by a year, month, day column. So let me wait and let me pause the video here and resume once the job is in the running state or completed state. My job has finally is in the running state, as you can see on the screen. So the job should be completed pretty soon. So I'm gonna wait. Oh, it is completed. Now let's head over to the S3. I'm gonna refresh, and here you can see the Hudi folder. And now I see a year, a month, and these are the day folder. Inside that I have my base file. And if I basically want to show you, if I quickly try to query this using an S3 select as a Parquet, I'm just going to JSON and just run this query here. Observe, these columns were added, right? It was not there on the raw data set. We essentially use a transformer. We extracted that and essentially partitioned our data lake. Now, again, think about it, right? You can also add checks, for example, making sure that when you are inserting into the Hudi data set, your primary key or the record key is not null, right? You can add those checks as well. Thank you so much for watching. All the resources could be found on my GitHub section. Please feel free to try these labs out. That way you can make most out of the video. Thank you so much. And if you have any other questions, let me know. I'll try my best to answer. If I don't know, I'll learn and I'll definitely get back to you. Thank you and see you in the next video.